It is quite outrageous that the HTS government in Syria, which is effectively an ISIS government under a different guise, is now attacking the SDF-held territory and Kurdish areas. It is incredible that after this area had been stabilized, and I have had the privilege to have been on 2 occasions with delegations to Rojava, we saw that a very new, inclusive, peaceful, secure society was being created in which all ethnic groups and minorities had a place in a role, and was a society that was extremely respectful of women's rights. Now what we see are effectively jihadis backing power, attacking this area and destroying the very society, peace, security and institutions that had been built. So we were calling very loud and very clear on the UK government and the international community to act now and act decisively. It is outrageous that they have abandoned the Kurdish allies and SDF forces after they sacrificed so much to defeat ISIS and to make Syria secure, not just for the people of Syria, but for the wider region and indeed internationally. So we're calling on them to act now and act fast and act decisively to stop the Syrian government doing what it's doing, and also to make sure that the brave men and women of Kobanê are properly protected, and that they stop what looks like increasingly like a siege with a view to a massacre. The final thing I would say, Aram, is everybody is obviously extremely concerned about the ISIS prisoners and what was going to happen to them. We know for many years now they have at least been contained, and they've been contained in a humanitarian way in prisons, properly accounted for. What we're very worried about is that these fighters are effectively going to be given Syrian army uniforms and now start becoming part of the Syrian forces or associated militias. So it's got to stop. Something needs doing. We're part of the global effort to try and stand in solidarity with the Kurds at the moment, remember what they've done for us, and also to protect them going forward.